I am a huge believer in not recreating the wheel. Learn from what others are doing, then tweak and tailor it to fit you. The same goes in real estate. Learn from the successes and failures of others to implement a strategy to take action on that first deal. There's no reason you need to start your first investment without knowing what worked and didn't work for others. I'm the author of Real Estate Rookie, 90 Days to Your First Investment. If you haven't already, check out the BiggerPockets bookstore to learn more about getting your first deal under contract. Before I purchased my first property, I was working as a property manager for one investor. I've been doing that job for 1 year, managing a 40-unit apartment complex. I also helped him acquire a business and a commercial building during that period. Here's where I was at an advantage. I was getting paid to learn about real estate investing. That would be my first piece of advice for you. Leverage a W-2 to get paid to learn. I learned everything there was to know about property management, along with what makes a good deal. I got firsthand experience and could spend a lot of time focusing on real estate since that was what I was doing every single day. I went to college to become an accountant. Out of college, I lasted 6 months at my job before I realized I could not sit at a desk the rest of my life. Do the same thing every day. Different companies, but the same thing for each company. To be honest, there were things I was not grasping. If I am not understanding something or not good at it, I just hate it. This leads into my second and third piece of advice. The second relates to my lovely young listeners who are headed to college or in college. Choose a major that will help you in real estate, whether that be accounting, business, or even marketing. You don't have to go to college to be an investor. But if that's something you want to do, then make it something that's applicable to business or investing. My third piece of advice is adding in personal development. Take a DISC personality test or find your Enneagram along with reading books that help you figure out who you are. Figuring out what you enjoy and what you are good at will make you steps ahead of the people who take years to learn this the hard way. Looking back now, I started so many side hustles. I had this entrepreneurial spirit inside me. I just didn't know. It took me a lot longer than it should have to figure that out. Even when I started investing, I continued to work for the other investor a long time, building his wealth and caring for his assets. Everyone should be able to make time for number 3, personal development. Learning who you are and what you will excel at is also important if you're taking on partners. You want partners who complement your weaknesses. If you aren't good with tiny details, then find someone who is. That would just be one example of a strength and weakness. If you are not in the position to take on a new career, then consider a part-time position like showing apartments on weekends or personal driver for an investor. You could even offer these services for free, or even better, if you can get paid to continue, save up for that next investment. Before we dive into the steps to start from scratch, please comment below with what W-2 job you have and if it can translate into real estate somehow. Before you even start scrolling through properties for sale, figure out what strategy you want to go after. This will take a little research. I might give a little different advice that someone else might not. They may say, go after what you are passionate about, what excites you. Okay, first of all, most of you are probably here because you want to quit your job, you want to build a retirement, or you want to build wealth. That all involves money. Real estate investing allows you to do what you are passionate about once you've started to become successful at it. But if you want to speed up the process of reaching that financial freedom, build that strong foundation, then choose a strategy that is going to be easiest for you to reach that. I say this by taking inventory of what knowledge you already know, what resources you have access to. For me, I was working for a long-term buy and hold investor. I had experience as a property manager, and I had him as a resource. This gave me a leg up compared to if I had started out doing short-term rentals where I had no knowledge besides what Airbnb was, and I didn't even know anyone at that point who was doing short-term rentals. Start there. Choose your strategy where you already have an advantage. There are multiple ways to find money if you don't have it. Let's go through some different options you can research to see if any of these work for you. First one, take a loan against your 401k. Second, get a portfolio line of credit against a non-retirement brokerage account. Third, get a line of credit on an existing property such as a primary residence or even another investment property you have. 4, ask friends or family if they know of anyone who wants to be a private money lender. Puts the pressure off asking them directly. 5, take on a partner who has the capital. 6, start saving and selling stuff. Any chance you can sell your car and downgrade, leaving you with some dough for a down payment. 7, decide on only buying properties with seller financing and $0 down. Make sure you still have reserves in place though. Your market selection will be the next critical piece. Where are you going to buy your property? Narrow down to a couple of zip codes or even one zip code, better yet. There are so many markets across the country and will eat up so much of your time trying to constantly analyze different markets. When you see an MLS listing that looks good or someone slides into your DMs with a deal they think you might like because you posted very generally you were looking for a duplex, know where you want to buy and focus there. As you build a team and grow as an investor, then decide if you want to branch to other markets. But for now, pick that first one. Pick and choose one market. If you don't know where to start, then look where other investors are buying. Go into the BiggerPockets forums and ask. Just because they are buying there doesn't mean that you should be too. Verify the data and that it meets what you are looking for. Maybe that investor flips houses and you want to buy and hold. A good market can mean different things for each of you. You can also use the BP Pro articles released by Dave Meyer, where he analyzes different markets for you. For example, the 10 best markets for cash flow is one of them. Use this information as a starting point as to what cities to start searching in. One of my mentees recently said on a podcast that making offers works, almost as if he was shocked. I made him repeat that statement. The previous time we had met, his homework was to make offers. He made offers and got a property under contract within 2 weeks. He wasn't making offers and had just been waiting for the right deal. Don't be afraid to make low ball offers. And asking price is just that. Make offers that fit what you can buy that property at and the numbers make sense for you. I'd always been scared I would offend the sellers or my agent would be embarrassed submitting a low ball offer. If I still felt that way, I wouldn't have half the deals I do today. Let's go over the 4 steps you can take to get action on your first property today. Decide and stick to your strategy. Find the money. Choose your market and only search there. And lastly, start making offers. If I could start all over, those would be the primary basics I would follow. Thank you for watching this video and make sure you are subscribed to the Real Estate Rookie YouTube channel and the Real Estate Rookie podcast. Each week, we bring on rookie investors just like you, sharing the ins and outs of what it's like to be a new investor in today's market. You can find me on Instagram at Wealth from Rentals and in the Real Estate Rookie Facebook page. Lastly, I just want to congratulate you all for getting started in real estate. It really is going to change your life.